Good day, this is HGoblin teaching you how to think in poker tournaments to solve all situations. Let's say you raise with ace queen from early position and it's a typical all-in. Now you should fold, and if it's the wrong thing to do, then you win more with your ace king and highest pairs, then you lose by the ace queen. And a bit similarly, if we look from opponent's view, early position raise and someone has ace jack, it's correct to fold. If opponents are raising too much, ace queen and pair of tens are winning more than that ace jack misses. Now something very interesting. There is a 6% rule that is known by very few people in poker world. So let's say it gets folded to the button who goes all in. The chance to call for small blind and big blind is about 6% higher compared to normal than what is thought. Reason is that these who folded probably did not have a ace and certainly did not have a high pair. So the chance for small blind and big blind having those hands increases, which means that the chance to call with normally 30% is actually 31.8, and that's like difference between losing and winning. Now if you have between 5 and 8 times the starting pot from early position, you should mini raise with pair of sixes, ace jack, king queen, ace 10 suited and king jack suited. And the idea is to win about 58% of the pot in average. So calculate those value hands and those balance hands. The big idea here is that king queen hits flops very well because ace queen and ace king would go all in pre-flop. So you can bet 100% of the flops and make profit that way. Now some more hands. If you have 5 opponents and you have 5 times the pot, pair of sevens, ace 10, king queen, or suited hands, ace 7, king 9, queen 10, jack 10 and 10 9. If you are at big blind with 4 times the starting pot, in similar situation you should have a pair of eights, ace queen or ace jack suited. So this is important, you calculate everything precisely, each position, each hand and each amount of stack to the starting pot. If it gets 3 ways, let's say someone raises against 4 players, there is a call for that all in and you are at big blind with 2.5 times the initial pot. Pair of fives, ace jack, king queen or suited hands, ace 10, king 10, queen 10, jack 10 and 10 9. These small suited connectors often work well when it's multiple players. Now your hand is one of out of 1326. However, when you see that your opponent has only 1225 possible combinations, so if you go all in with an ace pre-flop, you need to count that opponent has that one ace less in combinations. If you have very little left, it's three ways, or effective stacks are very small and you go all in with a pair of deuces, well, it plays really bad three ways. So you need some fold equity or simply fold. If you are under the gun with queen 6 offsuit, it's better to fold with having 1 times the pot as a starting stack, because it plays so bad three ways. Better to wait until big blind. And this is important. When stacks get very low, they are still important. Just one mistake and your return of investment is 80% in that hand, which can effectively ruin the tournament. Now in cash game, if you have a pair and play two hands, one against higher pair and one against lower, you are expected to win in average 1. However, if you play in a tournament, you might get 16% or less when break even is 25%. So when you calculate these all-ins, you need to take on account that those standards need to be a lot higher with a pair and also with an offsuit hand. You need to have expectation of that all-in higher than what it appears. And even with suited hands, in tournament you need a better hand than what in cash. Occasionally you get deep in the tournament and let opponents do the ugly work. If you are expected a final table, they just knock each other out. If you reach the final table, start targeting those who have most to lose. So the extreme example is that 3 left, you have the highest stack, let's say 1 million, second has 100,000 and bets 20,000 of that. Just go all in with any hand, no matter about how bad that is. I mean, if the last remaining player has only 10,000 chips, the second will very likely fold. Well, you need to do a lot of work to get everything precisely. However, with this advice you can do it. And that's my solution to poker. This is the technical stage that solves poker. It's a solution for me and I'm needed elsewhere. Same way I'm a grandmaster of chess, and the game is so computerized that it's better to do something else, like art. If you see me after 1 trillion years, I'm still doing art. So far this is my favorite piece. Beautiful life.